MCPs, AI, vector databases, RAGs. Let's talk about it. This is a business video. This is an AI video. So this kind of veers off the path of what I normally talk about, but it doesn't veer off the path of what this channel is for, which is documenting my journey. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the product I'm building and where it's at and where, I want it to go. And, we're just going to keep documenting it as I go. I would love to look at this video in 10 years and be like, look at what the fuck it turned into, man. Whoa, So I have a mentor. Not going to say his name for copyright reasons, because if this video gets shared with him, he'll probably sue me. And I don't want to get sued. So, I bought a mastermind. I bought a membership. I bought I got his podcasts, right? So he's got about 270 hours of podcasts. Some of which he does live coaching in, and a lot of which he does theory in. Then I have a membership of his that has about 100 hours of content, 80 of which are useful for my co-pilot. That's what it is. It's a artificial intelligence co-pilot. So I'm basically turning my mentor into AI. And then the bigger event, we'll call it a mastermind, that has about 80 hours of content. So 80, 160, 270, 270 plus 1 is 370. Wait, is it 80? Sorry, I think it's 60. I think the mastermind is 60 hours. The membership is 80 hours. And then we have 270 hours? Is that right? 270 hours? Is that right? Is that true? Anyways, we got about 300, I don't remember the math. We got about 350 hours of content. Right now, just to kind of explain to you guys where it's at, where I'm at, I have a good friend. Actually, I only talk to two people every single day. They're my two best friends. I don't talk to anybody else. And if I do, it's for, some other reason. But there's two people that I talk to very consistently, and they both told me. One was on me about it a little bit more. It was like, hey, dude, you gotta automate this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it's gonna take 3 to 6 months, maybe. And it's just like, I'm on phase 2 right now. There's 4 phases until it can be ready. Phase 1 was going to take 3 months. Phase 2 was going to take at least 3 months. So that's 6 months of work for just 2 phases. I thought I was going to get the whole thing done in 30, 60 days, So I am now, but that's because I automated it because of a good buddy. So shout out to that good buddy, because I turned basically 6 months into work into like a week. And a lot of it has been automated because I've been coding for it to be automated. Bunny. Basically, we are downloading all of the material. Okay, so that's phase 1. Okay. Phase 2 is transcribing the material. Okay, because the RAG, the retrieval augmented generation, is going to be based off of text. It's not audio or video. Okay, so it's pulling based off of text. So downloaded it or recorded it, funny thing is I coded this whole thing to go through and auto record it. But the thing with auto recording is that it has to play out. So if there's 350 hours of content, it's now it has to play out 350 hours. So it's just like, fuck. Well, I just found a way to just bypass all of that after I fucking built it, by the way. Just downloaded all of it in a couple of days. That was cool because I have 2 laptops. I coded both of them to do this work for me. And so both can record 24 hours of content a day. So that's 48 hours of content in 24 hours for 2 laptops. Whatever the math is, divided by that in 30, right? I don't know, but would have taken a lot, not a lot longer, but longer than just downloading all of them in a day or 2, which is what I ended up doing after I built out everything. God, my hair is starting to get long. So that was phase 1. Phase 1's done. Phase 2 is now transcribing all of this. This was going to take even longer because I wanted human quality transcription where I'm reviewing it, right? And making sure like, okay, these are the words, right? So there's manual transcription, which would take even longer. Like watching 1 minute of video and then you writing out what they say would take like fucking, I don't even know how long. Forgot where I was, got interrupted, all good, we're back at it. You got it? Okay. So phase 1, downloading all of it. Phase 2 was going to be transcribing it. I decided to just do it automatically and then go through and watch all of it while looking at the transcription. So that was level 2, because level 1's manually transcribing it, which would take, you know, if you have 1 minute of a video, it would take you at least 10 minutes, you know, at least. So it would have taken 3,500 hours, you know what I'm saying? Which would have been no bueno. So then we went to the next step, which is just having it all transcribed automatically, right? And then watching all of the content and going over it. That would take maybe 5 minutes per every minute, right? Now we are, by the way, I'm using Whisper. I forgot the model I used. I think it was large. So they have small, medium, and large models of Whisper. Whisper is it's an API that operates off of Python, and it will do transcription for you at a very, very accurate level. Right, the larger the model, the more accurate it is, the longer it's going to take. And there's a lot of things I could talk about there. So if you have questions about that, like make sure it's not running off of your CPU, make sure it's running off of your GPU. Make sure you're maximizing your GPU, because I was running one video and it was utilized. I checked the utilization of my GPU. It was at 1%. Like I have a killer. I have like a $6,000 laptop. I have 2 laptops. One's like $1,500, and then I haven't used that one at all. And then the other one's $6,000, and I use the $6,000 one every day. It's like 64 gigabytes of RAM. I think it's like a 2 terabyte SSD, NVMe. I think the RAM's like DDR5, and then it's got a 14th gen. I think it's a i7. Oh fuck, what is it? Is it a? Oh fuck, I'm drawing a blank. Is it the i7 14? Fuck, I forgot what it is. It's 1400, 1400 HX. I forgot. Killer CPU, and then the GPU I think is like a RTX 3050. So it's a fucking, if I remember all the specs correctly, it's a killer fucking laptop. Like those specs might not be the craziest for a PC, but for a laptop to be in a portable setting, it's a beast of a fucking laptop. And I was like, yo, why is this fucking transcription taking god fucking forever? Like, holy shit, let's not be here all day. So there's a lot of things you could do. If you guys have any questions, if you guys are trying to use Whisper, which is it's OpenAI's live transcription, by the way. There's other tools you can use for transcription. That's just the one I used. And if you guys have any questions, comment them down below, and I would be more than happy to share exactly what I did. Because if you guys want to build your Copilot, I'd be more than happy to give you advice. Because the reason I'm making this video, I haven't seen anybody. I have looked all over AI. I haven't found anyone who's, I'm sure there are people who are making it. They're just not publicly posting about it. So it's like, I doubt this is going to reach anybody, but we're just going to post it just in case. So there's level 1 manual, level 2, which was automated, not to the best degree. And then level 3, which is the level I'm doing now, which is basically transcription that's RAG ready. So RAG is retrieval augmented generation. So basically, I'll tell you, goes fucking W. So basically, and to kind of go outside the flow that I'm in right now, because I'm in phase 3, we're going to go to the front end of the system, which is when it's completely done. We're going to use DeepGram, which is live transcription. Whisper does transcription, like I've said, but it's not live, right? It's like post-production. So like I need live transcription, because what it's going to do is it's going to actually listen to what my client is saying real time, transcribe it as they're saying it, put it into I think ChatGPT is going to be the AI engine. Even though it's just the surface level, it's just the front of the store, it actually doesn't even really do a whole lot. It's kind of just displaying it. Really, the brain is kind of the RAG, right? And the vector database, and where I put all of the content, right? Which is the brain of it. Like, all of this doesn't mean anything. You need the content. You need the brain. To make it RAG ready, you have to put it into what looks like very foreign text, right? It doesn't look right. It's like you're looking at it and you're like, I'm looking at code. Like, what the fuck is this? But that's how you have to put it into. I think it's called chunking, is the term that they use, because you're taking like, let's say if you've ever seen a transcription, right? If you've ever been like in drama class and you get like a whole transcript, right? That's how it normally looks from phase 2. That's how it spits it out. But then it's not RAG ready, and you need to give the information to the RAG in a form that it can digest it, and that's not the form. RAGs don't work in traditional transcripts. Okay, so like, I wish I could throw up, maybe you guys can Google it and just look up RAG ready chunks, and like, they could be in JSON files with timestamps, diarization, which is just speaker labels. They can have cues, right? Like, is this person speaking with an audience? Did the audience laugh here? You're inserting, like, it's just, it's, yeah. So anyways, going back, phase 1, downloading, phase 2, transcribing, phase 3, making it RAG ready. And then I forgot what phase 4 was, now that I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, this video doesn't even have to do anything with MCPs. I was going to put that in the title. I think I actually said that at the very beginning of the video. It just has to do with vector databases, RAGs, AI, and it's all to build a co-pilot, so that basically when I'm on the phone with the client, what they're saying is being transcribed live. It's then being entered, okay, through the interface of, which I use, ChatGPT. And then that's going to communicate with the RAG, with the vector database. RAG is the process, just retrieves it. I think it's stored in the vector database, and then RAG is the process of going from here back to here and then spitting it out. It's just retrieval augmented generation, right? Don't quote me on that. That's just my interpretation of it, okay? And then it's then going to spit out what my mentor would say. And that's pretty much it. And the beautiful thing about this is a couple of things. One, we are going to not force learning. What's the word? Not manufacture. We're going to stimulate learning, because every call I now have with clients, I get to get their feedback and be like, hey, was this good? Was this bad? Okay, if this was good, what part of it was good specifically? So that we can kind of just, one, because there's two ends, there's front end feedback, and then there's going to be back end implementation, okay? So the more content that my mentor comes out with, the more I'm going to keep feeding the machine, okay? That's on back end, right? Which is cool, because once I'm done with this 350 hours, he usually won't, right? This 350 hours is over 20, 30, 40 years of him doing this. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, the cool thing about getting all of this done is that once it's done, the bulk of it is going to be done. Anytime he drops something now, it's only going to be 2 hours. And it's just like, if I can get all this done in a couple of weeks for 350 hours, I'll be able to get 2 hours done in like an hour. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the way technology is moving forward, I can get 2 hours done in maybe 10 minutes, right? Script out everything, okay? As soon as it posts, have it automatically download it, transcribe it, diarize it to such a high level. And then, sorry, that's the part that I forgot, is level 3 of phase 2 is it's actually just going to transcribe, diarize, make it all RAG ready. And then it's just going to do, there's a confidence rating. So anything 85% or below, it will actually flag and then have me review, which is going to be around, I think, 5 to 10%. So if you have 350 hours of content, that's only going to be 3.5, or is that 35? Excuse me. That's only going to be 35 hours for me to review, which, I've been working 20 hours a day for close to the past week. I had my buddy, I got a fortune cookie, and it said, take advice from your trusted friend. So I texted it to him, and he said, challenge yourself. And I was like, okay, fuck it, let's do it. Like, I've been working, 14, 16 hours a day. I was like, how far can I really push this? So I've been working like 20 hours a day. I go to bed at 3, I wake up at 7, and then I really won't eat, drink, shit, piss, or shower. I will just lay in bed all day and just code. And that caught up to me today. I've kind of taken the day off because I'm really feeling that after, God, I want a motorcycle so bad. After I just heard a motorcycle go by. So I just really wanted to challenge myself. So that's what I've been doing. But yeah, we can eventually automate all of that. I have to do, while it is automated, I have to code it. You know what I'm saying? I have to code a lot of it. So, but once the code is done, I don't have to do it again, and that's leverage. That's really good. You know what I'm saying? If I can take 3 months of work, spend, a day coding something, and then that 3 months of work can now get done in a week, and now I no longer have to keep spending a day anymore. I just spend the day once to now forever, collapse that process from 3 months to a week. Leverage. If I can just do that everywhere in my life, this is gonna work out really well. So, I'm getting fucking bit up by mosquitoes. I wanted to make a shit ton of videos, but the mosquitoes are out, guys, and I'm just not gonna make any more videos after this. I'm gonna go inside. I had a shit ton of videos. I have a doc with probably 150, 200 videos that haven't been posted. So I'm kind of just posting what I want, and then creating as I go and stuff like that. But anyways, so yeah, it's gonna listen to them live. It's gonna go, this is all gonna happen in like 3 milliseconds, by the way, because I built like a rough protocol that I've been using for the past 6-7 months. And that's been not even 6-7 months. I'd say a couple of months. And I've been doing a lot better than AI. And I don't want to do that because I'm not really, I've become unconscious of what I'm doing. So, and I tried something new with one of my clients on a call, and I realized I didn't know as much as I thought I did. Or I do know as much as I do know, but I wasn't aware that I knew it. I was just applying it and getting people breakthroughs, and I was like, yo, this is great. So I tried to teach him, and it didn't work, and it was a blessing in disguise now, because I felt really ashamed in the moment, but it was the best thing that ever could have happened, to be honest. So that's kind of what I'm doing, guys. So I think we're going to use Pinecone for the vector database. I forgot what we're using for the RAG. I don't know if that's going to be separate or not. We're going to use DeepGram for the live transcription. We're going to use ChatGPT for the main front of the store, where it's just going to, kind of be the window for everything that goes through, right? It's you're going to use DeepGram for the client to live transcribe in real time. That's going to get put into ChatGPT. ChatGPT is then going to communicate with the vector database through a RAG process, and then that's going to spit back out to ChatGPT. I read that and then say that back to the client, and that should all happen ideally within like 3 milliseconds, based on how deep I'm going into this process. Because I made like a rough draft one, and it took like 3 seconds, which that doesn't sound like a long time. That's a very fucking long time when you're coaching someone live. Which is why I stopped using it. I just kept coaching people and would transcribe their calls after and then post it, and then, oh, great breakthrough. And it's like, okay, cool. Was it like that was me or you? Because I'm learning from you and my mentor, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, so that's kind of what I'm doing. That's kind of what I'm up to. That's kind of what I'm building. So that is Freedom Engine 1.0. That's what we're calling it. I'm a big fan of Liberation Engine 1.0. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, what the name should be. I posted on my Instagram, and then asked my friends. Got about 20 votes total, 15 of which were Freedom Engine 1.0, and about 4 to 5 votes on Liberation Engine, one of which was me. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Let me know if you are into AI, and maybe there's something I'm doing wrong, or something that I could be doing that I'm not doing, something I could be doing better. Maybe, just let me know, because this is the product I want to build, and this is what I'm going to build my career on. Because, as time goes, it's going to go from 350 hours to 500 hours to 1,000 hours to 2,000, 5,000 hours, to where this is going to be my life's work. You know what I'm saying? And then on the front end, I'm gonna have 100 calls, 200 calls, 500 calls, 1,000 calls, 5,000 calls. So it's just gonna be getting better from both ends, and it's just gonna be amazing. It's just going to be amazing. So I can't wait to see where Freedom Engine, 8.0 is at, right? So right now, Freedom Engine 1.0, and that should be done, rough draft in the next couple of weeks. And then I am manually going to go through all of the transcription myself, which is going to take me, because I'm going to start resuming client calls again. That's going to take up a shit ton of my time. So I think I'm just going to do 8 hours a day on the client end, and then 8 hours a day on the back end. And then once that's done, I will no longer have to do the 8 hours on the back end, because I will have personally reviewed 100% of all of the transcriptions to the highest quality degree that someone possibly could. And then I'll be done with that, and then I'll have 8 hours freed up. And now I can just spend, 8 hours on calls and then 8 hours off calls, just feeding it into the AI, what was good, what was bad, right? And shit like that. And then just just gonna keep getting better and better. And it's just like, I am so excited. I have been working literally 20 hours a day. And I am depressed every night that I go to bed, because there is just not enough time in the day when you truly love doing something. I feel like I cannot wake up early enough. I'm so excited. Like, I'm so drained from physical exhaustion, but I'm so excited from mental excitement that my mental excitement will actually push me past my physical exhaustion to such a degree where it's like, I don't know if I'm just gonna pass out and die. I'm not sure. It's just, I think I laid down the other night and I tried to go to sleep, and I felt like my heart in a weird way, and I was like, I don't know if that's supposed to be happening, but I was like, that would be so lit if I just died in bed right now. They're like, he died doing what he loved. It's like, this motherfucker went so hard he died, but I just don't want to do anything else. I had a call with a buddy. He's like, so is there anything you want to go do? You want to go? And I'm like, no. I just want to do this. This is all I want to do, 24/7. Because I can see this really helping people and helping myself. Dude, it would be amazing to just, get back to my sales income, start making 20, 30, 40 grand a month with this. And then, the ceiling is going to be way higher now, because I just have so much more leverage. And then getting to a point where it's making 100 grand a month, right? And it's just dude, I would take off a year and then just go study and just theorize and just, I'm living my dream. I am absolutely in heaven, from hell to heaven. But yeah, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.